Is that going to work in the games that we're trying to win, the hard games, which we haven't won yet? Are we going to be able to make those plays? I think what Bruce does translates because he's big, he's quick, and he creates space with his body. He makes tough angle shots in there. Still really, really struggling with his jump shot. It's a mystery to me. He puts the reps in. He's just not making any. Maybe he can have a night where, like Eustace, who knocks in 2 in a row, or like Markell early. Markell had really been struggling. I think he made 4 of his first 5. He didn't finish it as strong as I would have hoped, but maybe Bruce can have that night from the perimeter. But offensively, at the block, I think what he does translates. And so we're trying to establish a low post presence, and he's our best option. The problem is on the defensive end because we go tit for tat with him. He's got to get better defensively. And if he gets better defensively, I think our team can take that next step. We've got enough guards, and I'm not really pleased with any of them, but we've got enough of them where we can kind of shuffle around and try to find. We need a constant presence inside. It's KG defensively, it's Bruce offensively, but this ain't football. You got to be able to play both ends, and Bruce has got to get better on the defensive end. Everything, sense of urgency, understanding, moving, anticipation, concentration, fatigue. We won. It's been a long time since we've won. And we had spurts. We're up 19 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. It should have been a 20-point game at the half. We let our foot off the pedal. All of a sudden now they battle back, give them some life. We come back, get it back 18. We're not playing with a sense of urgency. It's the same thing I've been telling you guys, man. And if I'm telling you, do you think I'm expressing it to them? Yeah, that would be a good bet. They're hearing it every single day, but they've got to believe it and buy in. KG, for the most part, I think just based on the way that he's playing, he's given us, he's our best defender. He can get a hard rebound. Offensively, he's kind of gotten back to being the guy that just is not playing with any confidence. As I told you guys last time, I would love to be able to give him a pill for confidence, but I can't. All we can do is rep, and put him in the game. And then he's just got to go out and make the plays offensively. But I think he's giving it to us. The rest of the guys are kind of hit and miss.
Was it nice to see Dom have some success out there?
Yeah, and I would have loved to have played him more because I thought his minutes were good. But, again, defensively, they were super small. Their best player is number 23, Chris Galbraith. He goes for 22 and 9. He starts at the 4, so we can play traditional. Then he played the majority of the game at the 5. So it was just nobody, that's how they got back in the game. They just attacked Dom like 3 straight times, and then we put Bruce on him, and they attacked Bruce. That's why we had to go small. It was great. I'm glad you said that. It was great. His health has improved dramatically. We were just kind of waiting for what the doctors told us, and he's going to be a big addition. It was great for him to be back. I know he's put the work in. I thought, we had 21 assists off 31 made field goals. I thought we were moving the ball well. In the second half, we, again, 10 for 17 from the free throw line. I thought this team could be a good free throw shooting team. That has not happened as of yet. Left a lot of points on the table, but if we just make the clean ones, we score 100 points. Our biggest issue is just defensively. We have to sit down and guard. I did. I don't know. I just think that when we get hit with some in-game adversity, we're fracturing. We're not being as concise as we need to be. I think our anticipation has to be better. I talk to them about this all the time. It starts with concentration. Concentration leads to anticipation. You have to be in an anticipation mode all the time in basketball or it goes too fast. So concentration leads to anticipation. Anticipation hopefully leads to recognition. Recognition, execution, completion, victory. Our anticipation, our concentration, our urgency, I hate to be so redundant, but that's what's screaming at me. We're just not as urgent as we need to be. Well, I hope so. For us, man, it's trying to get better. And as I've always said, the optimal state of being for a coach is to learn and win while you're doing so. We haven't won in a while. We'll take this tape. We'll learn. We're out of school now, so we'll be back to practice tomorrow. We've got a really good Illinois State team coming in here on a Saturday afternoon, a very quick turn. I think they've been off all week. It must be their exam week. And while I've got you here, the reason that we did this game, I've known Dan Mueller for a long time. It really was, our relationship was established based on Tory Ward. You guys know Tory, many of you that have been here and covered us for many years. Torrey was a player at UAB when I was an assistant for Murray Bartow all 4 years. I then hired him. He was on my first staff for 5 years. He then goes to Illinois State, and he was with Dan Mueller when he died tragically in the plane crash around the Final Four of a couple years ago. So, you know, I'm going to try to think of something creative. Honestly, I was just trying to be creative and win a game, but I'd like to think of something that we could you know, put some emphasis on Torrey and the impact he had on both programs. Thank you.